No.
This is what we're doing.
This is why I wear a hat.
Andrew's hair tips.
I would watch that. Andrew's beauty tips. Great start. Love it. All right.
Hey, welcome to this. I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
It's an impromptu Halloween video.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy spooky season.
Cue the spooky lightning howling shit edits.
Yes, those edits.
I have to look at the thing. I have to make sure it's still going.
Don't look at the screen.
I'll turn the screen off. That might help.
That might help.
It won't help. So,
We'll turn the screen back on.
So,
Oh. Happy Halloween. That was quite a trick with no treat.
all right. So, wow, this shirt's actually really.
I want
warm.
to take
Why did I
a
put
really
this on?
quick second.
Uh-huh.
You know, we haven't done a video in a while, and I just want to pay, since it's Halloween, I want to pay homage to those who are dead and gone. So this one goes out to my boy Wes Whitford, who's no longer with us.
You know, I don't know if it's okay for us to make people believe Wes died.
Wes died. We didn't make him believe Wes is dead.
Okay.
It's time to let go, Chris.
What? Yeah,
Died
dude.
in the war.
But I just talked to him last night.
It's okay, buddy.
You talk to his spirit, it still
It's
inhabits
okay.
the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. He died in Nam. It's okay.
He just fucking.
That's why we padlocked his room
You
shut
have a-
so the ghost.
You have a
couldn't get
ghost roommate.
Yeah, it's poltergeist.
It's like a Goosebumps episode.
Does the night give you a fright?
Nah, dude, I'll never forget that. We'll still do that. Does the night give you a fright coming? Summer 2020 something.
Whatever we feel like
Whenever we have the budget.
Coming to a theater, never.
it. Not near you.
Not near anybody.
So, anyway, the point of this video is just to kind of talk about our favorite Halloween stuff. Andrew specifically brought up, like, how horror has impacted his life, like the horror genre. So I guess we'll start there.
Oh, we're just throwing me in right away, getting me out of the way first.
Oh, no, because I just don't have anything else to say.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Nate.
See,
Nate, what are your thoughts on spooky things?
See, I spook. I don't say easily, but because I lied. I do spook easily, but it's only when like games and movies, and it's only with certain things. Like last night, I went over to a friend's house. We watched The Descent and As Above, So Below, and I was telling this earlier. And I love both of them first off, but I hate the fact because like I don't know if I have claustrophobia, but it's that cave thing. Whenever they're in caves, it just freaks me out. And I'm just like, no, I don't like this. And then whenever they get, because it's every time it's that obligatory get stuck in a small space, and oh no, they may not survive, and then the tunnel collapses as they get out, and I hate it every time. I know they're gonna escape, but I hate it every single time.
Yeah, caves are pretty scary. That's where bears live.
And apparently humanoid cannibal things. And then as above, so below. I liked it because it was Dante's Inferno, which is always great.
Who do you think? What? Who do you think would win in a fight? In like a cave royale? A group of blind cannibals, or one growly bear?
One growly bear
who kind of hasn't had anything to eat because he's coming out of hibernation. And he still has to poop out all of the pine cones he ate to keep him plugged.
Also, it depends on what type of growly bear we're talking about.
Oh, post waking up from hibernation, pine cone in the butthole bear.
I was thinking more of the large gay man.
Still the bear.
It's still the bear.
Yeah.
Still a bear, 100%. You said that, or Chris said about you doing horror, or you like in horror movies and such like that. Like, I've always wanted to ask, do you prefer the new age horror stuff, or do you prefer like the 80s, 90s, or even like the black and white, like Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho versus I think it's Rob Zombie's The Hills Have Eyes? Did I goof it up?
Well, do you want The Hills Have Eyes or a Rob Zombie movie?
Rob Zombie movie.
Halloween.
Halloween?
Yes.
Alright. Well, okay, so okay. Rob Zombie's Halloween, like something like that, the newer stuff. versus, like I said, Alfred Hitchcock older Psycho. Which do you prefer? Like the black and white, the clearly person, not person horror, or the very like that could actually be a monster? I can visibly see your brain buffering. Because I know one of your favorite movies is like American Werewolf in London. And
Chris, edit like a broken down like what page won't load thing on my face right here. I like horror movies, but
I want to know like the specific.
I know. It's hard. I'll tell you this.
Or do you have more like I like this movie because I like the movie versus the genre?
Honestly, So when I was in high school, I saw the first Saw movie, and excuse me, I just remember thinking the twist at the ending was so good. The twist is that
spoilers.
It was
it's like a fucking 20-year-old movie.
It's 16 years old, but the twist at the end of the movie was it wasn't about the destination. It was about the friends you made along the way, and I just remember
he kills people. You don't make a lot of friends that way. Just pointing it out.
You could.
But
there's groups.
But I remember that's why I started.
That's called a cult, Chris. What? All right, so you remember starting
I remember that's why I started writing, and that's why I went to college and stuff and met everybody. So I would say I'm a big fan of probably more modern horror, but I'll watch anything. I'm still on a journey to see all the great movies of all time, and in college I actually started watching a list I found of the 100 greatest of all time, and I'm still working through it. But
how far are you?
Oh, I don't know. There's probably only like 10 movies I haven't seen on it, but there's just so many other crappier movies that are enjoyable.
Robber.
Oh my god. I got bamboozled to that one.
Psionic Tiger Man. But I would say probably more modern. I get kind of bored by black and white horror. The Wolfman's my favorite Universal monster.
I know your least favorite.
What is it? You fucking say that word. Don't do it.
I know. I legitimately want to know. Just say what is it?
It's like Flubber but evil.
Yeah, I'm scared of gelatinous blob monsters.
Oh, so
I have a crippling phobia that one day I'll take a shower and an oozing blob will drip out of the shower head.
I'm just gonna get silly putty and just slap it on the wall.
It's funny you say that because I'll bring a gun into the house.
Oh my god!
Happy Halloween! I'm gonna kill you.
Should I edit that?
Just put a blur over Nate's face so it looks like he's now in witness protection.
For the rest of the video?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing that. That's a lot of
shift
work.
my voice.
That's a lot of work.
Oh gosh. Okay, so what you watch for Chris?
Chris has never seen a scary movie.
I do watch. I have seen horror movies.
Stop looking at my shoelace.
Sorry. I have seen horror movies. It's so I can watch like the jump scare ones and stuff like that. I can't watch the overly gory ones. You can't do it.
To me, I prefer the ones that have like ties to reality almost, like
the Conjuring series.
Yeah, or like that, or like the folklore. Like La Llorona was a good one.
Oh, of course you liked La Llorona.
What do you mean?
It's terrible.
It was good.
It's terrible.
La Llorona, anything with like Wendigos, or especially Native American.
Name one movie with a Wendigo. Yeah.
Until Dawn, but I guess that's kind of just a game.
I was gonna say that's not a game. Or
Hey,
that's
Pet Sematary.
It's a
Pet
playable
Sematary.
movie. Pet Sematary?
Pet Sematary is about Wendigos.
Oh, I've never seen that one. So
It's a little too scary for you.
it's a little too scary.
Especially when the 3-year-old grabs the knife.
Oh my gosh.
That would be scary for me.
Well, see, that's another one. Like, little like movies where like
You're just
little kids
standing
are
there, like-
possessed. Go home, Hayden.
What?
Just the way you're like,
Oh yeah, my Batman turns. I can't help it.
You should put on your cowl that I jammed on my head and got stuck and ripped a little.
100% Joe,
Yeah, it did rip a little.
Joe Clooney. George Clooney.
Joe Clooney, my old friend.
Um,
I used to smoke weed in Johnny Hopkins' basement with Joe Clooney.
Base it.
Yes.
nice. I remember in high school and college, grindhouse films were like all that were coming out. And people were, let's go see this horror movie. I'm like, I'm good.
And then someone just gets
What do you mean by
ripped in half.
grindhouse?
Like the overly gory genre,
Oh, like torture porn.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
That was it for a while.
Yeah, Grindhouse was more of like a 70s type of feature.
Oh,
film.
okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like
Well, like, you know, the overly bloody, gutty sort of deal.
Torture porn.
My hand, I forgot it now.
Nice.
Oh, the Final Destination movies. Those messed me up, man.
Which ones?
I think it was Final Destination 2.
What was the accident?
It was a roller coaster.
That was 3.
Oh,
Also
3?
one of the worst movies in the franchise.
It was a
In my
roller coaster
opinion.
one, and I remember watching it at a friend's house when I was like 15, and watching it go through the roller coaster, and a bunch of people got killed on it, and then it was just like the one I remember. It was like, was it the one? I think there was one where you could pick what happens.
It was 3.
That was 3. And I remember watching it, and we went through all the possible outcomes, and my favorite one was when the boom lift was falling on the guy, and no matter which way you picked, he'd die, just depending on where the splatter would go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, dodge left, splat, alright, dodge right, splat.
I have a love-hate relationship with Final Destination.
I still won't drive behind a log truck.
Just because, like, Final Destination 1. Okay, cool. A plane crash. That makes sense.
Oh, that picked up.
right.
That, yeah, I think I did see that one. I
Two.
don't remember
I'm
it.
gonna have to burn this couch.
2 was a highway crash. Also, it was a 32-car pileup. Understandable. 3, roller coaster. Great. I get it. 4, NASCAR racetrack.
What?
NASCAR racetrack. Horrible crash. Tires everywhere. Stadium collapse. 5, bridge collapse.
Makes sense.
Like the whole movie centered around one disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it was is the whole movie. Have you seen the Final Destinations?
No, I don't watch.
So
it.
basically,
At the beginning of the movie, there's always like some horrible accident, and
And
like 5
someone-
or 6 people cheat death, right? And then for the rest of the movie, the spirit of death comes to claim their prize because of like, oh, you cheated death, I'm still gonna get you. So like I said, the spirit of death comes after them and just tries to claim their soul, but it's always some horrific, gory way.
Yep, that's why I don't watch them.
Like in 3, there was one where the dude's in a drive-through and a car hits him too hard in the back, and the car behind him's engine flies out and hits him in the back of the head. What are you doing? And the fan on the on the engine is still going, and it just chops the back of his head up.
Great.
And I'm just saying there, like,
No
first
thanks.
off, there's no way that engine would pop out of the bay. What are you doing? Like,
having an impromptu Andrew comedy hour while you're telling a story.
clearly.
I'm sorry.
Oy vey.
You're not Jewish.
True.
That's a little anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
That's cultural appropriation.
We have to wrap this up soon. I have Ghost Club in the Woods tonight.
Do you have Ghost Club in the Woods tonight? Me too. I love them pointy ghost caps.
Oh my god.
And it's a real shame. I can't say.
You have a blue hair hanging in your beard. Nope, right here.
So
missed it.
here's one for you.
Blue
ultimate-
da boo
Your ultimate
Fairy
Halloween
chocolate
like, day.
day.
Yeah.
Day.
Like how would you spend your Halloween day?
What is? Oh. Okay.
Like wake up, watch horror movies, get changed into costumes, go to a party, shovel an obscene amount of candy into your face, or my face.
I mean, maybe when I was a kid. Now it's wake up.
Okay. Here's a better one.
Uh,
Now that you're an adult, what is your favorite candy to get? Slash, where's your worst favorite or least favorite candy?
I don't care.
Versus when you were a kid.
I'm old. I don't care about candy anymore.
Snickers.
Snickers, both as a kid and an adult.
Yes.
What about your least favorite? Fucking candy corn.
I do hate candy corn.
Those caramel ones that get stuck to your teeth.
Oh, sugar daddies.
Yeah.
Oh, I love sugar
Yeah,
daddies.
of course you do. You like sucking on stuff.
Shut up.
Sucking on
Don't out me on the internet.
I mean, Chris already's done that, like...
Sucking on a chili dog.
Right. Alright,
That's
so
from a
yeah.
song.
Candy corn for both of them, and my favorite was probably the Reese's Cups or Thin Mints. Not Thin Mints. The mint patties.
York peppermint patties.
That's what it's called.
New York peppermint parties.
You.
Yeah, stuff.
Stuff?
Oh, nice. I think Chris's most favorite candy is the... Chris's most favorite candy is the treasures
That he made along the way.
that the cats kick out of the litter box.
Oh,
Dude, you have no
gross.
idea. They got those little crunchy bits on them.
Ah, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God, the baby Ruths.
Yeah. Nah, they're more like snow caps. They're minty fresh. The best part is they're homemade. They come from the cats.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
If I had to pick I don't know. I don't.
All those snow caps are good. I like them too.
If I had to pick a candy, I mean, like,
I just love candy.
I don't
I'm a
really-
huge sweet tooth.
I don't really care. Like, I eat whatever's there.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a preference.
Right.
Get
My
out of there.
perfect Halloween day. I wake up. I take a big pee. I feed the cats. I check if there's dishes, but there's no dishes because my roommates have finally done the dishes.
And it's also Halloween, so hooray.
And it's also Halloween, so yes. And then I curl up in my bed, take a fat rip from my bong Melvin, and then I watch.
With the spooky, scary bud.
Well, this-
Screen. This, like I said,
Yes, I would smoke.
the jack-o'-lantern Kush.
I would smoke Spiderweb Special.
Because you're a basic white bitch, pumpkin spice.
The
I would
Tegbity
have-
Farms Halloween special.
That's a mustache. And then I would watch. I don't know, a movie,
Just
and that's it. That is Andrew's spooktacular Halloween perfect day recipe.
I wake in the morning and I get real high.
shut up.
And I take a deep breath.
I'm gonna cry and chop your muscle and watch this.
And I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. I say,
What's going on?
what's going on?
I hated every second of that.
And you try.
It's gonna keep going.
Oh my God, do I try?
He tries all the time.
In this
What?
institution.
And he prays.
Oh my God, do I pray? I pray to say
Yeah. I think you hit the top of your range there, buddy. So, I don't know, like, I take my kid trick or treating or some shit. I don't know. We're not doing that. We're not doing that this year, though. You know, because of the world's being on fire and stuff.
COVID-19.
You're not supposed to say that. I'll get demonetized
You
before
just
I
said
get monetized.
We just talked about Andrew taking a.
Can you actually get demonetized for COVID?
Yes.
For saying COVID?
Yeah, but you can't get demonetized for talking about weed. People do it all the time.
No, that's true. Is it true?
Yeah.
Nate is embarrassed that he also smokes weed.
I don't though.
Sometimes.
And Chris is the
I
biggest.
haven't in a long time.
I mean, sometimes.
2 months. 2 months ago. he
Like
took
your
a-
job's gonna see this.
I'm-
Fire him.
I hate both of you.
He's committed multiple thefts from your store.
I've committed arson.
He's committed a murder.
Oh my gosh, I remember playing when I went to church. We did a Halloween thing, and I remember playing Murder in the Dark. And
At church?
Yeah, at church.
You went to church and learned about murder.
Yes.
And played about it.
I mean, that's
Have you
basically
heard about
everything in
Cain
the
and
Bible,
Abel?
anyway.
Huh?
Have you heard about Cain and Abel?
I don't. Who's Cain?
Cain is the one that
He's
murdered
that
Abel.
wrestler that wears the red mask.
Who's Abel? Oh, like the Abel sisters.
Yeah, from Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So Cain wrestles those little hedgehogs.
Oh no! If you do not make that happen,
And they fucking die, bro.
He just choke slams them both.
All three. There's three of them.
Oh, all three of them?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Just picks one up in each hand and then one with his invisible hand. I don't fucking know. I hate everything. But anyways, we're playing Murder in the Dark. And one of the... It was like a bunch of our youth... It was our youth group. And the youth group ranges from like 9 to 18. And I already have a morbid fear of little children. And so it's completely dark. And I come around the corner down, because we're playing basically the entire church, because there's like 40 of us. And I come downstairs into like this, it was sort of like a cafeteria sort of thing. It's like a big open area, there are a kitchen to the left of it. And there's just one of the 9-year-olds just standing in the middle of the fucking floor and just chilling there. And I'm like, hey, I found you. Are you the murderer? And she turns around and goes, no. And I'm like, no, get the fuck away. And I turned around, and her brother, who was like 11, is staying up on the stage, staring at me. And I'm like, I know we're in a house of God, but I'm about to swear real hard. And I hated every moment of it. It was just, I don't want to say I hate little kids, but when they do stuff like that, is definitely not okay with me. If you teach Hayden how to do any of that.
Whoa, you're just like hard staring, bro. It caught me off guard.
So what other, like, that's just one of the weird, like, Halloween stories I have.
One time in college, Andrew and I were going to a Halloween party, and this dude that we knew that lived in the same dorm, like, tower thing as us, was being a huge dick to, like,
To children?
no, to women.
Oh, okay.
And we were gonna beat him up on the way to a Halloween party.
It's the perfect crime, because you don't
Do you
say
remember
anything,
that?
just wear masks.
I know. I remember this specific story.
Yeah,
Because
I
they-
don't want to tell the specific story, but
I mean,
But we
think about
can't
it.
because there's a bad word in it.
yeah, I know.
Think about it. It's the perfect crime, because even if he goes to the cops or whatever, he's like, well, all right, what happened? I got beat up by Dracula and Frankenstein.
Oh, and I was Elle from Death Note that year.
There you go.
I only had a white.
I got beat up by an emo.
I was I literally had the stupid hair and a white shirt, and I was just like, easy costume, here we go.
All you have to do is go to the police and say, hey, I was beat up by a skinny tall guy and a fat short guy. And the police will be like, that sounds like Andrew Fatika and Chris Dibble. And then we would have been arrested.
Breaking news: the Mario Brothers arrested for a hate crime.
Oh, no.
Oh, hero or hate crime. You be the judge.
Do you guys ever tell stories, like spooky stories at Halloween?
My dad.
I can tell a really spooky story.
My dad is really good at spooky stories around like the campfire. At least when I was a kid, he was. I don't know if they're still scary these days because I'm an adult and don't care.
29.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't
I have to get readjusted. I could tell a really spooky story.
Oh,
Would you like me to tell it?
go for it.
I guess.
You mean you guess?
Yes, go.
You don't sound very convinced.
I was thinking about editing stuff because my brain's always 10 steps ahead of me.
So yes, so tell a story.
Yep, do it.
Okay.
Are those apples in that fruit basket over there?
Nobody cares. I'm telling
Over
a
there?
story.
No, those are onions, bro.
Oh, they look like apples.
Bro, you want to eat one?
Yeah.
Give an onion.
No, do not eat an onion.
Bro, eat an onion. Bro, eat a little bit of onion.
You're not eating it. If you take a bite out of one of those onions, Nathan, you're out of my house forever.
No, he's not. Let him bite the onion.
I need those for cooking.
And for me eating.
What, you can't replace one onion?
No.
We can.
What do I look like, a guy who has money?
Yes.
Once upon a time, there was a spooky house. And in that house lived a young Christopher Dibble.
I hope I die in this story.
Every night he heard the chains clanking in the basement. But he never thought a thing about it. Until one morning, he poured a bowl of cereal. And a finger fell out.
Yummy.
I feel I've seen
But
this
Chris
before.
was like, "Oh, a treasure. This is not scary at all." But then,
Why do you make me stupid in all your
when
stories?
Chris opened the fridge door,
This is based on real life.
he saw it and shuddered in fear. It was an empty milk carton. Someone drank the milk and didn't replace it!
You said cereal and it reminded me I had Halloween Crunch.
Oh, sweet.
Is it open? Oh, hell yeah, it's open. It turns your milk green.
Gross. I don't like that.
It's just because it's got little bits on the ghosties.
I like Captain Crunch, but I hate the fact that it destroys the roof of your mouth.
It's a little stale.
Yeah, it's a little stale.
That's not a ghost.
You have to blur this out.
Wow, this is terrible. Uh-huh. Wow. How long have you had that?
Mm-hmm. I'll still eat it though. As long as there's still milk in the fridge.
Did you not hear the story? Come on, milk.
Christopher, you can't have milk, you're all out!
You can't have milk, you're lactose intolerant!
I wish I had added that into the story. You just wake up from a fever dream.
How are you gonna go take a piss during the middle of a video?
I wonder how many hard cuts we can have in a row.
Don't put this in. But when I went to go pee, like, my pee stream shot off in like 3 different directions.
Did you clean it?
I didn't get anyway. I went into the toilet, but I was like, "Ah, shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit!" I thought it was.
True terror unfolds before our very eyes.
So, thanks for watching this,
Train wreck.
horrible video.
I should punch you in the face for that.
I hope it gave you an awful fright.
If you want to see more of our stupid shit, you can go ahead and subscribe and like the video so we know that you liked it. Sometimes I stream on Twitch. I actually plan on streaming some spooky games during this month. You know, when I actually get around to it. And don't have anxiety about being fucking scared about a game.
I'll play it. I got no problem.
Yeah, see, but I stream at like midnight.
Yeah, and I'm asleep.
And yeah, so you can go over to that streaming site and I'll just bleep it out every time.
You can follow my Snarp chat at SpookyGuy523 exclamation point.
That's not a real thing. So
That you know of.
I mean, that might be somebody's actually. Yeah, so you can do that and follow me there so that you can know when I go live. I think that's all I'm going to talk about, so goodbye.
See ya.
Happy Halloween, everybody!